Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther. And the ancient monarchy will come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every.
Blue, Mr. Gargan, blue. Blue till me dance up me toe.
Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, woman. You born sexy. You sexy from your born. Spin your hole, make them see the bumper. And no dumper. Walkie, woman. Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie. And a talkie up. You back it up, cock it up, fling it up, ice it up. The thing pretty and buffy. Walkie, woman. You know sucky. You like when me shooby up. Walkie, woman. Me like when you sweaty and wetty. Just like when rain a fall off of your body like a raindrop. Walkie, woman. Me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want to brace up, not tears up. Make me feel up. Then we kiss up, and the lips. That and the split up. Yo, walkie, woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie, and a talkie up. Yo, the thing pretty and buffy. You know floppy, or sappy. Your skin smooth like a young baby body. That's why them a watchy, and a chatty. Woman, you sexy from your walkie. Yo, me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want come brace up. Yo, make we kiss up, woman. You sexy from your and the lips, not on the split up. Yo, walkie. You just a walkie. Walkie, woman. Me like how you walk. Woman, you sexy from your band. You like when me draw the long gun and me stick you up. Walkie, just a pinty up. Way, walkie. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band.
Oh, somebody ball out one. Somebody say take them out. Lift your hand and say mighty God. Reverse them. Move them. Pull them out. Spray them out. Every cockroach, every rat, every criminal, reverse them. Every chichi boy, pull them out of parliament. Every criminal, every scammer, every political scammer whose account can't count. All of them whose account can't count. Back them out. Spray them, they push them, some push up in our parliament, run them out, I drink out the milk, pull them out, mighty God, reverse them, indict them, mighty God, Holy Ghost, send a Holy Ghost. I spit them, deport them out of God's house. Some people in there want get deported back of their yard. Send them back. Jezebel, Delilah, send them back of their yard. Ahab, Ahab.
Yeah. Send them back. Send them back at them yard. Criminal. Yeah, some of them are really deported if true. But anyway, we are talking about right now. Up and running, up and gunning. Blessed Friday evening to each and every one. Them say today is payday, but a lot of people not getting no pay. Them have to really loaf around and look for handout or government support or whatever, you know what I mean? But, give thanks to each and every one still. But what we talk about now? As a pastor, I say the criminal them and rate and them things there. We want to know where is Andrew Holness in a crisis like this we are going in a Jamaica. I never don't know, We are going to Jamaica. There's no money in Jamaica, No money there. The man them like them in a bankruptcy. Them just do everything criminal to win election and stay into power. Because them checks said they got better off for them. But as far as me see, things are getting worse and worse. I'm going to see how much rascal luck Andrew Holness have. Because in a crisis like this, me have a headache, me have a really headache. Me I try to find, kind of stop it. Me have some white rum in this and pear seed. I use for me pain, me have a little pain. But it done. So we need to get some new pear seed. Because I want to there for about 6 months or more. So no in it just dry out. So I have a headache, so I got straight me can just go on. Because I'm short with them I do right now. I don't really want the pressure on my headache. But I want to say, well, in a crisis like this, right? In a crisis like this, we have a wicked storm approach Jamaica. And everybody, because I never see this from me, born, when something like this out there, Prime Minister have to come out and talk to the nation regularly, not just one time. Keep up a press briefing all the while on this to talk about the shelter and them things there. Remember last time when Beryl was here, when they come out and talk about them have this shelter and them here, they call them under pressure, them not really, them have to talk up them. You saw them people are smart and wicked. Last like a Beryl come in, they them come out and talk, what them have this. All the ministers them come out and attack, them have shelter, them have this and how much shelter them have, which is lie. Now them win the election because Barry them have to come out to come talk, But now them win the election, them chief election, them quiet as a lamb. Can't, what them there? Nobody now come out and talk about this yo, me tell you something, brother. Jamaica really, what more have to know, really and truly. Is really Jamaica this? Me don't know, sometimes I'm stunned. You see, because this thing will come, if it's anything to be, as what they forecast of them I say, it's going to be a dangerous fucking hurricane. Trust me. And if you even don't get the hurricane, you're going to get some aftermark, which is going to leave a lot of flooding. No drain not clean. Nobody now talk about like no business with the people again. Them abandon the people. Imagine that. Abandon the people. Desmond Mackenzie, in my local government, we're supposed to talk about them things, yeah? Him that foreign. Because them people lecture now. So them alright. Them checks them alright. But, me don't know what going on. But, opposition really, they come up on certain, we don't know. See, but then again, them in the opposition, but they're supposed to really pressure more. And the C mix thing, the 200,000 US dollar where the C mix them give them. And all now nobody can come out and say nothing upon it. Because a fee is different from a donation or a gift, right? A fee If you do something with somebody and say, well then, all right, you're gonna get that for your fee. I'm gonna charge you that fee. So a fee is something, and it's not a donation. Donation is a donation. It's just like you have loan and you have grant. Grant is fucking not to get it back. Grant is a grant, you get that. So grant and donation are the same thing, actually. But when a man say, well, then people will give you $200 US $1,000, the GLP party right before election, and then them try to take it down and hide it. And nobody can come out and explain. Wait for them try to over there and cook up something to come with some unanswered story. Because if it was logic, one will take it down back and try to hide it. But these people, as I say, look like them really. I don't know how them are going to get tumbling, because like everything them do, we're wrong. Them still get away with it. For some reason. Them will get away with it. Because that come out from the glean of Jamaica. And other people pick up on it and might try to hide it. Right? They might try to hide it. And them can't hide it again. Because fee is a fee. Donation is donation. A grant is a grant. A loan is a loan. If you take out a loan, you have to fucking pay it back. If you get a grant, that is not to slot pay back. Is what you want to do with it. You have grant in all different forms. So when somebody give a fee, it's much a fee for something you do. Even an idiot that don't know that. So them politicians, they make so much mistake. And then I try to hide it now. And I try to bring in all the PMP in it. Because the PMP, cement company give the PMP money. But they give the two-party money. That's how our country run. Right? But that is a donation to the party. But register. So everybody know about that. So when I want to come try, play them hands now, I don't know what happened to these people. But there's nobody to answer about that. Imagine that. If the election never run yet, somebody will come out and attack something, some pokey or something. But now, they feel like they're on the high mountain, then they're on top, them thief election, so them can't say, well then, fuck it, we don't have to answer nothing. And when I have to say nothing to the people about the hurricane, fend for yourself. Fend for yourself. But that them are saying, fend for themselves. This is how this a country around. The government leave the people and fend for themselves. In a season like this, where people life in danger, and nobody come address the people them. And I tell you, so you see you and holness, your mother, I think she don't really want to go down certain road, but when your mother give that name Andrew out of the Bible, what she thinks that look like a curse she put upon you, because some mother go them way there, Because you see, when people have a Bible name, that's why I'm glad I have a Bible name, to be truthful. Because that's written in the Bible. So you have a Bible name. And the Bible name where you have, Andrew. Andrew was God loyal, most loyal disciple. Yeah. But the first man who go around God. Andrew. And he bring his brother there as well. Peter Simon. So, you name Andrew, and so you get that name Andrew, and look how you so cool. So your mother give you that name and check, so well then, yeah, a lot of people jump them things in, but that is a curse name for you, brother. Because you should never name no Andrew. So the Bible tell about as well, no false pretender. Yeah, and you're one of them. So you don't deserve that name. And the holness, whatever your name, although it's spelled differently with an I, the holiness, but it's like, say, I don't know, But you is the rascal, pit of the devil from hell, as far as me say. Nothing about you. Nothing about you. You in a so much rascal cookery. And you feel like you don't want to give no account for nothing. And, you know, sometimes, some go play Abraham Torres, where I expose you, and he might do them things and the opposition, them like them a cloak up, you know. So me want to know, if you know what's doing with this man here say, all I want to come out there, them won't have so much talk, you know. But not let them off of the hook. When I let them off of the hook. Because Andrew can, nobody know if him that foreign. Because usually, you know, when a prime minister go a foreign, everybody's supposed to know, say, him abroad. You can't go, yeah, he's supposed to know, say, you're abroad. But nobody know it. Nobody see him from other day. Nobody no see him. Especially from this C-Mix cement thing come out. 200,000 US dollar. Wanna get as a fee. Right on the eve of the election. You come on and tell me now. And nobody now come give account of it. Wait for. Our country can't run, so. Because if a business was running like that, all them big business there, with all these managers and them things there, yeah, what happen? What no fucking happen? Business no close down. People get sent home out of job. Business couldn't sustain itself, it have to mash up. No, that business can't run, so government I run like a party shop. So these people are steep election. Right? The steep election. And then after them steep election now, them not accountable to nobody. Nobody at all. Them lack off mic in a parliament and the opposition leader and everybody and disrespect people. Well, I don't know how to go, I don't know, you know, I don't know. But it's sad, you fuck. Yo. I don't know what's going on. I just don't know what's going on. Believe you me. How can a country run like this? Because Jamaica a top country, you know, as me say all the while. We are the first country we used to be a head of even first world country. We are the first country to talk about apartheid, free Mandela, and stop the fuck with them there and brutalize black people. All them. We are there Jamaica used to stand up them fucking way there. Me know that. And what Andrew Wallace come do? Side with Israel. Trump and fucking boom the water, the Caribbean water, and him mouth zip. Come on now. Then Jamaica, I go down another way there. Go down another road. What go happen? What go happen? Me not know people not really say this, you know. And you know, so when we say people, a lot of people I see just like me, but when we say the youths them, who are rave and enjoy themselves and are rated upon TikTok, I got on all these people, them not part of it, them are Jamaican. Them are the generation. And them not see nothing what go on. Besides them gonna pay attention to the TikTok and the gift for them can get. And go to the party and rave and floss. No, sir. No, sir. Mm-mm. And them thing you can say it burn you. Yeah, man. I don't know. Something just I feel using a ninja man term, something not right. In a lot of way. Me not understand. Everybody just quiet like that. And this a go on a hurricane right upon the fucking Lord, man. No. And no word from the Prime Minister and nobody. In fact, nobody know him there. Nobody know him there. You understand? Nobody know where the blood clot man there. Not a sound from him. Not a sound from Andrew Holness. And nobody. Everybody quiet. Because everybody rewarded the other day, you know. Tough tongue rewarded. Not award, you know. Because they do not forget award. That's what I'm saying, you know. This is a mafia government, you know. Something have to be done soon. Don't make Marcus Garvey word come to pass. Something have to be done soon. Come on. Wait till the back against the wall when it can't, when it's too late. Because there's some seat going, you know. Because it look like them really cripple everybody, the opposition, get crippled and lay them up. Yeah, man, like them can't speak. So we have go to the man here. This man here fucking, he must speak on behalf of Jamaica, and he's an African. And yet, me not hear nothing from the rascal opposition like this. Right? Yeah, man. Me not hear nothing.
Andrew Holness
Hear this. Because me not understand.
stood before his people and declared himself the victor of Jamaica's general election. He smiled, he waved, and the cameras captured the image of triumph. To the outside world, it looked like democracy had spoken, like the people of Jamaica had freely chosen their leader once again. But the truth does not always match the picture on the screen. What I reveal today is not speculation. It is not rumor. It is not the propaganda of those who lost. It is a collection of documented irregularities, credible reports, testimonies, and evidence that point to one painful conclusion. The Jamaican people have been robbed of a genuine democratic choice. Behind the polished speeches and the victory celebrations, a darker reality has unfolded. Citizens who attempted to vote found their names mysteriously missing from the voter roll. This was not an isolated issue, but a pattern repeated across several constituencies. Thousands who had exercised their civic duty in past elections suddenly found themselves erased, disenfranchised by design. When voices are silenced at the very gates of democracy, the election cannot be called free. There is also the matter of financial corruption. Evidence shows that money moved strategically throughout communities during the campaign period. The poorest, who should be empowered by their right to vote, were targeted instead as commodities to be bought and sold. People were offered cash, food supplies, and even promises of jobs in exchange for their vote. These are not rumors whispered in back rooms. These are documented cases, with witnesses who can testify to the cheapening of their nation.
So I try to show you, this a man, you know, him have all the evidence and him have it. And yet the PMP, them lock down everything. And I talk up like this a man, right? And that me can't get my head around. Because evidence documented, but yet the PMP them come out and say, well then, them not contest no seat or nothing. Them not gonna further with it. But I mean, I don't know. I hear this man attack, when the man attack a truth, facts. If the PMP them not talk like this, brother, yeah. Them not, but you know, if them let them have the hook, then that's why them a turn upon them in the parliament, a lack of mic upon them. Then them disrespect, them respect them in no form. I hear this man talk about things them as a real young leader. Yeah. Andrew have to come apologize to him that day as well. And I offer him money. Because he opened up his mouth. He slime him out, talk about the guy a dictator. The man one of the best wrestler young leader in Africa. Ever. Because I'm not about to know guy. No matter how powerful he is. But you and Holness, you sell out. Everything. You sell out. All the balls. Yeah. All the balls you sell out, you know. I remember, you know, you sign up everything. Some agreement, everything. So I like to sell out. And hear this man a wrestler talk facts about the election. Yet PMP quiet. And that me can't understand. Yeah, man.
Future. But it did not stop there.
Me can't understand it.
Reports indicate that ballot boxes were mishandled, that procedures designed to ensure transparency were ignored. Election monitors, those tasked with observing the integrity of the process, raised alarms about inconsistencies, only to have their concerns buried beneath the weight of official denial. The message was clear. The election had already been decided, and the machinery of the state would not tolerate anyone who tried to expose the cracks.
Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say the curtain of democracy was pulled back in Jamaica. On the surface, there was applause and ceremony, but beneath it, the machinery of manipulation turned quietly, efficiently, leaving the Jamaican people with little more than an illusion of choice. Why do I speak on this matter? Because what has taken place in Jamaica is not just a Jamaican problem. It is part of a wider disease infecting democracies across the world. Elections are presented as sacred rituals where the people speak. But too often, the outcome is engineered long before a single vote is cast. The players change, the locations differ, but the script remains the same. Power finds a way to preserve itself, even if it means suffocating the will of the people. Andrew Holness may wear the title of Prime Minister, but when the very process of attaining that title is corrupted, it is no longer an honor, it is a stain. Leadership gained through manipulation cannot be trusted. It cannot command respect. It cannot claim legitimacy. And yet, Holness now parades his so-called victory before the world, expecting applause, expecting silence, expecting that no one will dare to question the manner in which he secured it. But silence is not an option. Jamaica is a nation with a proud history, born out of struggle against oppression and colonial control. Its people have carried the torch of freedom and resilience for centuries. To betray them now, to reduce their voice to a bargaining chip for power, is to spit on that legacy. This is the truth I bring today. An election that was meant to be a reflection of the people's will was instead distorted into a tool of control. The instruments of corruption, from voter suppression to financial inducement, were deployed strategically and deliberately. And the man who sits in office today does so under the shadow of illegitimacy. Yeah. This is not democracy. This is deception. And the world must see it for what it is. What I have laid before you is not the full weight of what has been uncovered.
Okay.
The deeper one looks into this election, the clearer
the man have a lot of information about them, you know. Because him, as a man, you know, because I know Jamaica from a longer time. He grew up on that. As an army man, the man study the world and have a lot of integrity about him. The man has studied from Michael Manley. Some young youth were really in them book and in a Raslam or history and things like that. Because to be a man like him have to study the world and know what go on. So him a punch harder than the opposition was supposed to be the one who a punch. And you know, and that's the truth. That's the truth. Because this morning I want to hear from my party every day. We all MP them a bang the same thing. From the election come out, everybody knows say, well then it's a bare-faced thief in election. Rig election. And them quiet like that. Come on now. Anybody can sit down and free to talk about that. Be sorry for one as well. Because when they are to go away, well, no. We have to deal with constructive criticism. If we don't really want to be real. I'm going to say we can't real, you know. But when we beat around the bush, all them things there, because when I say on a party, give them some time, when full of shit. On better than the dirty liver right them too. We take anything, goes for them. Come on now. Because when we get everybody talk, I don't know, film country, and my dude good at film country, me love it. Yeah. So when I play this for really compare, me do comparison, you know, with the opposition and things like that. What's going on for them side when them are in Africa and them attack so diligently and brilliantly against corruption in a Jamaica with the Prime Minister. Yeah. So what you want to say? If you just not say nothing, why the opposition should not talk in them way? No. I'm not going to do that.
The picture becomes, this was not a contest of ideas, nor a genuine competition for the hearts of the Jamaican people. This was a carefully choreographed operation, designed to secure one man's grip on power at any cost.
Yeah.
The evidence is overwhelming. There are documented cases where polling agents themselves admitted being pressured bribed, or sidelined. There are instances where election monitors found that ballot boxes were transported without proper security escorts, a clear violation of established rules.
Yeah, but we see it with one eye in it. We see it with my one eye. Buchanan, when we run against the Prime Minister, I said the same thing. When the man could drive go the road and go way around the corner, it happened at St. Mary. So the PMP, them not see the same thing. Why them come out and just say, well then, them not gonna really go no further and count, not really do a recount, and nobody do even a back. Buchanan, they not stand up with the man. I let me look on and say, well then, that's something where I don't really understand. Everybody should not back him. Even the first press conference, when Mark G come out, when the election run and then them come out with a press conference. Buchanan should be there and speak for him peace. But them fucking freeze him out of it. I don't know why. They must know. I don't know why. But you know, sometimes I don't know. I just don't know. We look into it. Because from the press conference, I said, where Mr. Buchanan? Man will run against the Prime Minister and win the seat, and Prime Minister Rasclat take it away. Just like that. With the help of Digicel, Flow, and all of them, and the media. Yeah. And you want to tell me, say, well, then, you think so, we have to talk and check, say, well, I'm afraid for. I'm PMP. But when I say PMP asleep, we have to talk. I give fucking zero, man. If Abraham Terrell cannot talk like this, and him have the thing, so why the PMP never let it go like that? Me no know. I don't fucking know, man.
Rules. These are not accidents. These are deliberate actions, the kind that can only happen when there is a coordinated effort to manipulate the outcome. We must ask the question, why was there such desperation to secure a third term for Andrew Holness?
Well, we know that, innit? We said that before, so well, then, you know, to the trouble with them, you know, them just don't want to come out of power. Them can't afford to neither. Because if them afford to, because so they will do anything. And that's why them talk it in the one mouth, so well, and by any means necessary. And they would never allow the Jamaican people to elect the PMP party. Them talk it out of the mouth. And me talk it more than one time, you know. More than 2 times. Always I spin it in. I chip it in on my argument. So PMP have the momentum. People are going to read them supposed to win the election comfortable. But, because remember, you know, everything is a but, you know, there's a but there. But in anyway, don't surprise when election finish. You see the PMP and the GLP back in power by rigging election. So said, so done. So it never really surprised me. What surprised me is how the PMP them quiet from day one to now. Because people can't say when I talk and rate. Nah, man, it was Andrew Holness. When you tear the Rasclat place apart, him and the government, I've them in opposition. When I see the Rasclat, even Portia Simpson, yeah, I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't know what I'm going. Softness cannot win election, and the people are not going to respect that. So when Andrew Holness come out and talk about 4th term, if something happen quick and fast, of course they're going to get a 4th term. Simple as that. If them can't keep election so easily, next 4 years or 5 years, technology will go more up. And we're going to find a way to change the things then. To keep election more easy as well too. With electronic voting, that I would just, let me tell you something, especially when them have the Pegasus with Israel. Oh gosh, they're going to win a landslide again the same way. And The opposition can't fucking say nothing neither. Because they don't say nothing now. So what am I going to say again? And that be a terrible, what am I going to say again? If they don't speak up now, loud and clear, come on. We're going to... So of course the four-term loading for them. Because they know how to win it. Easily too. And if they're in power, they're going to have the money. They're going to have the governor general, the crooked, dirty governor general, who at the head of the country. So he might pass everything, as he might do already. So come on now. So when they say four-term loading, they know what they might do. So, PMP asleep. And that's all I can say. Sleep bad too. Must sleep too long. Look like them take a sleeping pill or a chilling pill. I don't know.
Power, once tasted, is addictive. But it is not only about the personal hunger of one man. Behind every corrupted election stand powerful interests, both domestic and foreign, who see in a compromised leader a tool for their own agenda. In this case, businessmen tied to lucrative contracts, investors eyeing Jamaica's natural resources, and external actors seeking strategic influence all had a stake in keeping holness in power. And so the election became not an expression of the people's will, but a transaction between elites, with the Jamaican people reduced to spectators in their own democracy.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. When money buys votes, when foreign influence bends the outcome, when citizens are denied their constitutional right to choose, then the result is not democracy. It is theft dressed in the language of legitimacy.
Yeah.
Some of the testimonies I have received describe entire communities where intimidation was used as a weapon. Local enforcers, tied to political machinery, threatened voters with consequences should they fail.
Yeah, man, true. I mean, if the PMP don't see them thing. You know what Andrew Wallace do? Enough of them boy doing dress up in a tight pants and look like police. They man in the police, you know. Them a bad boy dress up in police clothes. Cause that's what dictator do. Yeah? Enough of them on the police. Them get the police gears. Dress up in the tight pants them out there to oppress people. Them are the bodyguard, them are the gangster police. What them bring in. That are people that look on them things and say, well then, them things are not the real police them. Them recruited specially for this election. Because when them in a police clothes, who can stop it? When the commissioner of police is the biggest corruption and him is fucking inner Andrew Holness lap. So that's where they live up. I tell you, These guys are not police. They are people that pick up off the street, recruit them, and then go out there to do a special operation, oppress people, move barrier and them things. As I'm saying, do that, as I clap them finger, they move. That is not law and order. They're not supposed to be there to protect, but they're there to really oppress people and intimidate people. And at that go on. The man planned this so well, with the digital and the flow of them. Well, I mean, I know. And and the fucking piss me off. You see how the opposition them rascal silent and look how this brother here talk up as a fucking world leader because this brother here. What am I do for Africa right now, for him people them? Eh? The man not deal with no corruption in him space. And he's strong. Yeah. So if him can't have all these information pan Jamaican, all the fucking PMP don't have nothing. Them just have my Lego so. Eh? What them expect me if it's doing, yeah, that's what I mean, that's what talk. My mind, not what just come on my mouth, when me really think carefully what me I say. And what me I say, it's the facts, and there's no doubt about that. When a man like Abraham Terror come out and talk like this, you know say, well, the body want to busy with Jamaica, but him feel it because this guy are full of integrity. So him see that, and him talk about it, America not going to talk about it. Because Andrew will just lick them boot. So they turn a blind eye. They know everything will go on, you know. But once he might do what himself he do, look what happened to Israel and the vote other day. Look what happened right now in the fucking water. When a fisherman came scared to go up on the sea. Pay tactics America use. Andrew will just come out and say nothing about that. All now. All now. Nobody know him there. And the Prime Minister and the Governor General now say fuck. Because I'm brother. Them all in the body club. Yeah man. All under one umbrella. A shelter. Yeah. A shelter from the sin. Yeah? Shelter from the sin. So how long? Them people are, man. Them people are. You look at them. Look at the 49 face of fucking corruption and narcissists. Eh? No come to the country no good at all. But then break it down. Imagine you have your country. Instead of you have fucking build the people and build the country, you have build it for yourself and your colleagues them and you pitney them. Right? And people are turn a blind eye and run behind you and I talk about rate and lily. And them now get a fuck out of it. But you know, go on terms at terrorists because boy.
Failed to support the ruling party. Fear spread like poison, silencing the very voices that should have risen strongest on election day. What kind of government calls itself democratic when its citizens are forced to vote under duress? And yet, despite these grave realities, the world looks away. International observers issue polite statements, speaking of minor irregularities, as if the silencing of even a single voice can be considered minor. But it is not minor to the man or woman who was denied their say. It is not minor to the families whose future is shaped by leaders they did not freely choose. This silence is not ignorance. It is complicity. When powerful nations and international institutions ignore or downplay electoral fraud, they do so because it serves their own interests to keep certain leaders in power.
Yeah.
Jamaica is not alone in this. We have seen it in Africa, in Latin America. In Asia, the same pattern repeated again and again. Elections are treated as performances, where the outcome is decided long before the curtain rises. Andrew Holness insists he has won the confidence of his people. But I ask, what kind of confidence is purchased with money? What kind of confidence is enforced with threats? What kind of confidence is secured by erasing names from the voter register?
Yeah.
That is not confidence. That is coercion. And what of the people themselves? Do they truly believe this victory represents them?
No.
Many Jamaicans,
No.
brave and unafraid, have spoken out. They have shared their stories online, risking backlash to expose the corruption of this process. They describe arriving at polling stations only to be told their names no longer existed in the register. They describe witnessing agents exchanging envelopes filled with cash in the shadows. They describe how every attempt to question these irregularities was silenced by those who benefit most from the fraud. In the end, Holness may have emerged as the declared winner, but a victory secured through corruption is no victory at all. It is a hollow triumph, a fragile crown resting on lies, and he knows it. That is why he reacts with anger when confronted.
Yeah, man.
Why he lashes out when exposed.
True.
Because deep down, every leader who rises through deceit knows that his throne is built on sand, and that one day, the tide of truth will sweep it away. This is not just about Andrew Holness. It is about a system of power that continues to fail the people. A system where money dictates the outcome, where foreign hands shape the destiny of sovereign nations, and where citizens are treated not as masters of their democracy, but as pawns in someone else's game. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the rising danger we face. And if it is not challenged, if it is not stopped, then democracy in Jamaica and across the world will continue to be nothing more than a performance, staged for the cameras but empty of true meaning. Let the truth now be spoken without hesitation, without apology. Andrew Holness did not secure his third term through the genuine will of the Jamaican people.
No.
He secured it through manipulation, coercion, and corruption. I say this clearly because the evidence is undeniable.
Yeah, man.
When
of
ballot
course.
boxes are mishandled, when electoral rolls mysteriously shrink, when votes are openly bought and sold, what we have is not an election. What we have is a crime against the very foundation of democracy. Holness presents himself.
And I have to keep repeating this, you know. I have to keep repeating this. You just better speak gently, and everything matter about writers are true, you know. Facts, factual, you know. And me have to talk again. So all the PMP them are so quiet, pan this. Just make it fly past them. When them work so hard in the campaign, and them in out of the rascal odds for over 10 years. And they make it just asleep on it, so. Me can't, me don't know. Me have to go really dig in and find some answer, you know. Because we find a little answer, me talk about politics, you know. So when people might think so, well, you know, really, politics is real out there, you know. Yeah, man. You have the politics, and then you have the politricks. So everybody will trick the rascal people, man. We do everything of that. But I'm not going to say nothing about that yet. But I watch his space. And I truth. Because I'm angry. Yeah, man. Upon them rascal thing, yeah. I'm angry upon it. Because the man shouldn't out there. Date and day, man. Them man that the warrior, them. Yeah. Them man should have press conference every rascal minute and bang out about it fucking thief election. And it would do them good more than bad. So it do them bad now because them do it and them I take the mickey out of them in a parliament. Right? Let them mock them. And speaker, we should never be there. All that the PMP them make slip through them and again, you know. And 14 of them again, 28. So how they make Juliet Holness come back to be a speaker when them against it from a long time. That means when you see someone come back again, it's a politics. Right? Politics, you know. So me I get to really have a different thinking now. So all them things, them look on it. And same woman come back. I deal with them, I tell people sit down, have a seat. Like here talk to a pitney. I mean, that's what I say, you know. Me Wayne wants something saying if he was in a parliament and me think the same way too. No distant thing because Trump, that's what one thing I rate Trump for, you know. Yeah, man. One thing I rate Trump for is to stand up and fight like a bulldog. Well, not even a bulldog, a Rockweiler. Him no ramp. Because all when he lose the election, fair and square, he must say Democrat steal election from him. And after today, they believe that. Well, him won't get tired that, you know. And him having little diated people that will believe it. But they never drop a common sense. And the world know that, so nothing goes so. Go through all the vetting them and with the court and everything. Not a thing goes so. But because the brother is a Rockweiler, in the rascal thing, Andrew Holness are the same thing. But when you know, if you not fight with fire, then how you gonna rascal we're gonna take it serious. People like a man who come with have the boldness, you know. That's what dictator do, you know. And him now go step back from where I do. And people are gonna like that. People not really you're so too quiet, you'll get step on, brother. If you're too quiet, people now when you have fire, when you come to politics, people look up to you more. You look at that little idiot one named Warmington. It is no makes no sense sometime, you know. But still, him name call up because him have a Rockweiler type of appearance. Everybody him can look, him come and tell Juliet Holness other day. Don't lock off my mic, you know. Don't lock off my mic.
This a it, this a it, this a the comedy it.
No,
We no
nah.
pirate it.
No, sir. The man said, don't lock off my mic, you know. And no, I'm not locking off your mic. Yo, yo. Yo, me tell you something, man. And she made the brother talk a lot of foolishness when I made no sense. But she fucking tell PMP member, sit down, have a seat. Sit down, have a seat. Okay, blood clot can't come tell me, big man. You can't tell if you look a blood clot, 2 boy them we have. Because sit down, have a seat. Look on you, I can tell big man of parliament, have a seat. Nah, man. If you say have a seat and talk it in a rascal, dignified way, it's better than too bad. But I come move your hand them and make up your face. Have a seat, boom. Got your finger, just as got your finger bomb cloud, trigger to turn off mic, I saw no finger trigger for thief taxpayers' money. You look a big photo man. And I come, worst of all, Mark Golden, which is he's the opposition leader, you know. And you got blood lock off mic, pound the man like that. That Mr. Willen. So that me try to show you that them a play with them and them a come hard at them. So the more them play with them, the harder them come at. Boy, me I tell you the rascal, you know. Yo. The more them come. But it's because, boy, I don't know. It's kind of really fucked up. Fucked up, you know, brother. So PMP I play soft with them, and them I play some rascal, them I throw some punch. And I like them I take it easy and say, alright, them alright. So I like to go easy with them. Now them go hard up on them. Like them take them for kuno mono. Yeah, man. Like them take the PMP them for kuno mono. And everybody will look like so well and we have all the fire on them. Where the fire is, where the blood and fire there. Hey, yo. No, sir.
Himself to the world as a reformer, as a modern leader guiding Jamaica into prosperity. But prosperity built on deception is a lie. Legitimacy cannot be manufactured by speeches or parades. Legitimacy must come from the people freely, openly, and truthfully. And that legitimacy is absent here. Some have asked me, why speak so boldly? Why take the risk of calling out a sitting prime minister thousands of kilometers away?
Call him out.
Because silence in moments like this is not neutrality.
Yeah.
Silence is complicity. If a leader manipulates his people, if he buys votes, if he twists the machinery of the state to preserve his power, then that leader...
PMB supposed to attack them where, because them have the facts, just like what this brother have. We know the facts, we see it. Election is thief in a broad daylight, bare face, just like that. People get oppression for fucking and in a sonat in a them fucking time and them get away with it. And this piece of pussy you sit on the scream there. Holness. Him lose him see too. And them work it round. And everybody else say all that. Yo, me tell you something, you see, man. If God was like man, it would be a different thing. Yeah.
...has betrayed his people. And betrayal must be named for what it is. Andrew Holness betrayed the Jamaican people. He did not trust them enough to allow a fair contest. He did not respect them enough to honor their voice.
He would lose.
Instead,
and he know that.
He treated them as numbers to be managed, as obstacles to be controlled, as a population to be manipulated for his own ambition. That is not the mark of a statesman. That is the mark of a tyrant hiding in the robes of democracy.
Yeah, man.
I have seen the documents that show the flow of money from political operatives into communities just days before the election. I have seen the testimonies of voters told they would lose their access to basic services if they refused to support the ruling party. I have seen the video evidence of individuals openly distributing cash near polling stations, as if the election was nothing more than a marketplace. And yet...
So I want to know if the PMP never seen nothing like them things. Yo, me don't know, you know. Me didn't want to go too hard, you know. Me just go on, you know, but me also pick some things out. PMP never come to nothing. like that, what they do, the first thing is come out quick and fast and condole the election. And then them press briefing never make no sense to me because they come with thing like not never I go back to that one at a time, yeah. Because me need to talk about that. Me one real PMP when I go cloak up and go like a big head idiot, No. You have to be out there with constructive criticism to something where you're saying right. You can't if me can't do that. Else I'm gonna be a blood clot hypocrite. You're gonna be a real person. And then also me stay. Right? Me have beat Andrew Holness with the fuckery I'm going with from a long time. Because I see him going with fuckery. If Andrew Holness is coming at power like he was campaigning in 2000, in 2015, and attack some good things. Window and door open, rate, lele, and all them things there. And if you come out and really live up to those promises and I do a good work in the country, women will say, well then, yeah, and crime, he might do the right thing and no fuckery. Of course, we're not going to nothing bad to say about Andrew Holness. We're going to big him up. We're going to big him up. There's some stay, Me not go around, me's not a blood clot, just because my party when we support, I do fuckery. I go burn them same way. But, in the end of the day, we are talking about the Labour Party. So, let me tell you something, man. It's kind of stink and stick, Yo.
Holness dares to stand before the world and declare victory. He dares to speak of unity while building his power on division. He dares to call it democracy while burying the very essence of democracy under corruption. But the greatest crime of all is not only against the people of Jamaica, it is against every struggling democracy in the world. When a leader manipulates an election and still receives recognition, still shakes hands with world leaders, still receives investment and praise, it sends a message.
Big message.
Fraud is acceptable as long as you serve the right interests.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well,
this is why I must speak.
That
because what has happened in Jamaica is not isolated. It is a warning. If Holness can manipulate his way to a third term and face no consequences, then what message does that send to others?
Yeah, I don't want to know.
That power is more important than truth. That the people's voice can be erased without repercussion. That democracy is just a word used to decorate dictatorship. Make no mistake, Holness may enjoy his seat today, but it rests on unstable ground. For every voice silenced, for every vote stolen, there is a wound in the nation's heart. And wounds have a way of reopening. They fester, they spread, and eventually, they cannot be ignored. The Jamaican people know in their hearts what has happened. Even those who celebrated his victory know the truth whispered in their communities.
Yeah, man.
Holness may control the narrative for now, but he cannot control conscience. He cannot control the truth that lives in the memory of every disenfranchised voter, every silenced citizen, every witness to fraud. And so I stand here today, not as a judge, but as a messenger. The victory claimed by Andrew Holness is hollow. It is not built on the consent of the governed. It is built on lies, manipulation, and corruption. Let the international community hear me. To recognize such a government without question is to endorse fraud. To remain silent is to betray the very principles of democracy you claim to defend. And let Andrew Holness himself hear me. Power stolen can never be secure. You may sit in office, you may wear the title, but history will not remember you as a leader. History will remember you as the man who cheated his people, the man who called corruption democracy, the man who feared the people's true voice so much that he silenced it. That is the truth, and it will not be buried. What I have shared today is not designed to humiliate a nation, nor to interfere in the sovereign affairs of another people. It is designed to shine a light where too many would prefer darkness. The question we must now ask is simple. What comes next? The first step is recognition. To continue pretending that the Jamaican election was fair and just is to participate in a lie. Leaders, civil organizations, and ordinary citizens alike must recognize what has happened. Only then can there be accountability. Only then can there be reform. The second step is courage. Change does not come from silence. It comes from people willing to stand and demand better.
Yeah.
It comes from those who refuse to be bought, those who will not accept intimidation, those who will not allow their rights to be erased. Jamaicans must find this courage within themselves, for no outside voice, no foreign leader can replace the will of the people. The strength to reclaim democracy must rise from within, but the third step is global. What happened in Jamaica is not unique to Jamaica. It is a reflection of a wider disease that threatens democracies everywhere.
Yeah.
If we do not confront electoral fraud where it appears, it will spread like a plague. We must not allow leaders anywhere, whether in Africa, the Caribbean, or beyond, to twist elections into tools for personal ambition. I speak these words not because I seek confrontation, but because I seek truth. And truth has a power that no amount of corruption can bury. A fraudulent victory may endure for a season, but it cannot endure forever.
No.
The people's memory is long, their desire for justice unending. And in time, that desire will break through every wall of deception. To Andrew Holness, I say this directly. A throne built on fraud is a throne built on sand. You may hold power today, but you will never hold legitimacy. You may silence voices today, but you will never silence history. And history is not kind to those who steal from their people. To the people of Jamaica, I say, the world has seen your struggle. Do not believe the lie that you are alone. Others share your pain. Others feel your frustration. And others are watching closely. Do not give up on your right to choose your leaders freely. Do not accept a future dictated by manipulation. Stand for your children. Stand for your future. Stand for your democracy. And to the wider world, to every nation that claims to uphold democracy, I say this: your silence is noted. Your indifference is recorded.
Of course.
And history will also judge you, not only for the actions you take, but for the injustices you choose to ignore. The revelations I have shared are heavy, and their implications are serious. But I believe in the resilience of the Jamaican people. I believe in the power of truth to eventually overcome deception. And I believe that no leader, no matter how powerful, can stand forever against the will of his people. This moment is not the end of the Jamaican story. It is a test of the nation's courage, a test of its institutions, a test of its future, and the world will be watching to see how it responds. For me, for my people, for all who value democracy, the message is clear. We must never remain silent when the people's will is stolen. Silence is betrayal. Truth is resistance. And the defense of democracy is a duty that belongs to us all. What has been exposed in Jamaica is painful, but pain is sometimes the beginning of healing. From this moment, a new conversation must begin, one rooted not in lies, but in the honest recognition that democracy has been violated and it must be restored. And so I close with this: Jamaica's future cannot be purchased. Its people cannot be silenced forever, and its destiny cannot be dictated by corruption. The world may applaud Andrew Holness today, but tomorrow, the world will remember the truth. And the truth is simple: no victory built on fraud is ever truly a victory.
Okay. And that is so true. That is so raw stuff right true. Yeah, man, so true. So, I don't know, but, the man spit out the words as a world leader and a good leader, one of the best for all this time when I deal with corruption, especially in Africa. So, when him really come out and talk, a lot of people bent, because even the opposition might not like it, neither, because them should not do it. And then when them see somebody, so them are go really feel down. And just Andrew Wallace alone not go like it. Him first not go like it. But what the opposition should be doing, a man when Africa do it. And I'll read out the things them as a facts sheet. Some of the evidence and everything we talk is true. See, money, a change and plentiful. Oppression, plentiful. All kind of things are going and go on. All kind of things are going and go on. Believe you me. Yo. Very, very scary situation. And all now, what me I say, nobody know you're a slide here. But now you're what Andrew Wallace is saying, cause nobody can, nobody don't know him there. So you know, no speech for nothing, no speech for nothing, and it's kind of crazy, very crazy. Imagine a storm like this approach Jamaica, and the government. I mean, I know, you know, the government don't say nothing on it, no briefing. We're supposed to happen regularly. Well, I mean, I know what's going on. I don't know what's fucking going on, brother. I don't know what's fucking going on. Because in the end of the day, I don't know if Andrew Wallace is that foreign. This is a mad thing what go on here. I'm in Jamaica. I don't know.
Guys, we're there with the big man himself.
Want to line up this McGregor goal here. McGregor goalie. Because this is fucking this is fucking something where going from other day, right? Marcus Garvey drive and look on the Rasclad place. Marcus Garvey drive. This is about 3 days ago in the little rainy fall of Jamaica, you know. So if what we see on the Rasclad weather alert towards this time, yeah, Melissa, what she want to fucking name. Because a bad girl, you know, look like it's a really bad girl. And if you can have this type of Rasclad flooding for this little rainy fall of the day, just imagine what will go on when them Rasclad thing they pass through. And you know, have the Prime Minister come talk about the shelter and nothing. I don't know what, boy, yo. Tell you something, man. It's kind of really tricky, you know. When I say tricky. Tricky, bad. Yeah, man. Tricky, bad. So the McGregor goalie, you know, where them not clean, you know. Them never have the fucking money. That's what, you know, and this is a little bit of rain this past other day. Few little inches of rain and look at go on. So what, just imagine what go on. Because they don't care nothing about poor people. This is what them going to feel. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm tell you, so this is a little bit of rainfall of that day, you know. And this is part, a lot, all part of Jamaica, you know, flood out, you know. Montego Bay, everywhere, St. Mary. Because if the drain is not clean, it's going to Rasclad override all the people place a float out and things like that. And so if this, I don't know. I say pray, I talk about last night, I talk about things last time, I say pray, say, well, look, my worst enemy, where they are dire to labor right, me no want to see no go through this. And not the truth. Because in Jamaica, if you lose all your rascal belongings, no matter. Because I'm brainwash still, not found, So I can't do better. And that's all I have to say. But, if you just live from somewhere where not really livable, but you live, or it's not really 100, and then something come and you lose everything. Yo. Not really pretty. Yeah, man, that me don't know about, me don't know what I go on, but, when me hear upon the rascal weather forecast, category 4 and all them things there, and what I move through the sun, a lot of things I go really so that means if it come and reach Jamaica, what I go do? What I go make it worse? It I go stay longer at Jamaica. So, compared to a hurricane, when it just come, do the damage, and keep going. But I want to go linger. Linger in hurricane this, If it really keep it course, it's not gonna normal. It's not gonna normal. I know people are not sent me there, we have some house when I really that, you call it now, stable. Yeah. Can't live, but when it comes to things like these, it's vulnerable. And that is the facts. So I don't know. Kind of scary. Up on a wall, I'll give Abraham Terrace a round of applause. Yeah, man, we stand up with that speech, though. You never have to really care. You couldn't mind him own business as other leaders, but him really genuine. And as I'm saying, Andrew Wallace not gonna like when you hear them things, not just him, the whole of the party them, the whole of the MPs them, and the opposition as well, not gonna like it neither because them are gonna feel a way so well, and if them keep so quiet, and you have, so all them things I know say, nah, go down good. But me like to really play them things, you have to really get my point across when I try to deal with as an unbiased person, no matter what the case is. No matter if it's a PMP or whatever. Me not deal with it that way at all. No, sir. I don't deal with it that way. If we just deal with it as something you say urgent and we're really in the interest of people and everybody. We can't be one-sided. If you're one-sided, you're one mind into your mind not really straight and no part of you not straight. You can't do them things there. Yeah, man. So, as I'm saying before, kind of have a little Rastamarai headache. Still there, a linger. But, we have some pear seed people. You see pear seed, get a pear seed, and buckle it. A buckle like this, and you get a pear seed and cut them up, put them in a buckle like this. Or any type of buckle, whether this size or any size. Yeah, man. Dice up your pear seed them like this. put in your buckle. Right now, this I remember headache, you know, but the liquid finish. But very good. So you get a pear seed, you cut them up, put them in your buckle, and just throw your white rum on it and cork it, shake it and cork it, and by 4 days you can rub any part of your oblique pain with a headache, and this is better than when you have headache or migraine or whatever, more than taking tablet, you know, because I don't like that. Either I drink some hot water or find some other remedy for them kind of a thing, but the whole painkiller and thing like that, not really good. So this is a good painkiller. Yeah, man. Pear seed, cut up with white rum, straight, and just make it stay there. Any pain you have, just wet your hand, take a little and rub your pain, whatever, and it's gone. Simple as that. So yeah. So what I say right now, time to really leave the scene because we have other things to do. You know what I mean? So big up each and every one we pass through upon the little chat, because anytime we see the things that we talk about, we just come and share it. You know what I mean? So I just say it go. So Andrew, again, where are you? You're hiding in the garden. Nobody knows if you're foreign. If you go foreign, everybody's supposed to know, say, Africa Island, and the Prime Minister is in foreign or where. Or you just disappear, so. We know, say, boy, dead man Mackenzie. I don't know him go over the far, but him there in a foreign as well. And this is what I don't want to lose, you know, on a visa. That's how I want to lick fucking Trump boat and American boat. On the people. What I know. That's why, as Michelle Charles lose, what should do? Run gone back to America and talk about glad to be home. On a piece of nasty piece of sucker, you know. Yeah, nasty piece of sucker, you know. Nasty piece of sucker and also a blood sucker. Yeah, man. Also a fucking blood sucker. Yeah. No doubt about that. Suckers and blood suckers, you know, are. Lose election, you spend 40 million of taxpayers' money build a road and just stop it right off on the property because you don't have an intention, you don't have a plan. Then you fucking get whopped in an election now. You run gone back out foreign. But at the same time your karma come. So then you karma come. I'm gonna sorry no fucking band, that's all I can say. Anyway, people. Leave it at that. Out and running, out and gunning. Out.
A big sound up here, big tune.
Ja holy Emmanuel I, boy. Ja Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from it, tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, no devil philosophy. Not tentacle from skin is of no more significant well to the color of his eye. Remember all the war long in 1935.
On Sticky Stocky TV. If your finger is not sticky, subscribe. But if your finger sticky, do not subscribe on Sticky Stocky TV. Big up yourself.